This is a very special episode.
Is it?
It is. Do you know why this is a very special episode?
I put on pants.
Prove it.
Megadads Live is a mature-rated podcast. It's for the Megadads, the Mega Moms, but not the Mega Kids. So put on those earmuffs and let's go!
This is a very special episode because this marks 100 episodes since you joined as co-host.
Are you kidding right now?
Not kidding. This is
100
episodes.
Oh, wow.
You came and put your stank all over this podcast. And so I thought it would be very fun and fitting to have some special messages from people in the Megadads community.
Shut the fuck up.
To help commemorate this occasion. So now you shut the fuck up and listen to this.
Congratulations, Antonio, on 100 episodes of Megadads Live. Despite some interesting takes on Jurassic Park, Aliens, and Final Fantasy, I think you've been a great addition to the team. Thank you for everything.
That, of course, is our Discord overlord, JB. Look at him. He's almost going to cry. Look, we're going to keep rolling. Here we go. Here's another one.
Antonio! Hypecaster. Congrats on 100 Megadads Live episodes. I've not been around for 100, but I've surely been around for probably... I've been watching since probably 150, maybe 130. Don't know. It's been a while. But massive congratulations to your efforts, to everything Megadads, the amazing dad you are, the amazing person you are, and I can't say enough about you and how you welcomed me onto Megadads Live. Keep on keeping on. 200 episodes now for Megadads Live, 100 for you. Let's do 100 more.
Eric jumped the gun a little bit. We're not at 200 yet. We're not there yet. We got a few more weeks for that one, but it is 100 for you. Got a couple more. Hold tight. We're not done yet. This is your buddy Clay.
What's up, Antonio? It's Clay here. Just wanted to say congratulations on your 100th episode of Megadads. That's really awesome. I figure at this point, it's probably time that I actually sit down and listen to like a full episode of your show. Seeing as how it's been 100 of them now. But all seriousness, dude, thanks so much for everything you do for this channel and for these guys. Thanks for welcoming me in, even as someone who, for whatever reason, can't seem to have kids. I appreciate you welcoming me to be a part of the team. It's been great creating content with you all these years, and I love seeing the excitement and fun that you bring to the show. So congrats, man. Take care. Love you, bud.
Wonderful message from your friend Clay, who you've known for a long time. And last but not least, probably most important of all, we saved the best for last. What do you think of that? I've never heard Mabel be so sincere.
You know, I'm grateful to you because, like, you know, you don't have to shout me out, and that's, you know, a lot of effort you put into doing that. It's, you know, thank you, and thank everybody who sent a message. Podcasting and talking about games, like I've shared before, it's like I got into it because my wife started to, I was driving her crazy. I would just talk about random game shit like news or like what I'm excited for, the shit that we do, you know, like when you're into a hobby and you want to talk about it constantly, that's when it really has you. And for those of us who didn't let it go, like it wasn't just a children's toy. It's like, no, this is like my main media. This is like what I love. It sticks with you. And then I was searching the internet before I did any podcasting. And I was just like listening to IGN podcasts. I listened to like Beyond, even though I wasn't a PlayStation guy, you know, like I got into like, oh, there's other people who are talking about games. So then the world of podcasting came up. And then, you know, you act, and a lot of us who do this, we're like, I could do that, or I want to do that. So I found Clay, I found Megadads, and you guys, and my buddy David, and I don't know, it's gotten me through some hard times gaming, and the community that we found, and all you amazing people who are part of Megadads, fans, people who listen. Like, we have something in common, and it's kept me sane through some of these unprecedented / dark times that we've gone through. Our 20s, 30s, however old you are, 40s, like, this chunk of time hasn't been easy, you know what I mean? Like, and you all have made it way better. I'm so grateful to have found you and your friendship. And I always felt like we were like brothers, like that type of thing. Before I became part of the show, I was like, man, there's something about these guys. And then I like realized that you had like Midwest sensibilities. I'm like, oh, they're in the Midwest. That's why. And like, oh, they're nerds just like me. And I felt commonality before I ever talked to you. And there's that parasocial thing that ends up happening, but I'm so glad that we're able to, connect and actually get along IRL. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for Megadads existing. And you had said at the end of the last episodes, like, everybody's welcome here. Like, we're for everybody. And we start Megadads. You started Megadads, like, because you're a dad. And before it was niche, right? It was like this idea of like dads playing games. Now it's like, yeah, no shit. Like, we're all playing games. But it's the moms, it's the fans, it's all the megas out there. It's not just for us. Like, the dads wouldn't be anything without the moms. I wouldn't be anything without my non-binary, trans, like, friends. We are a community here for everybody. And I got in because I was listening forever, just like many of you. And I started to talk to people in the Discord, and I started to put myself out there and make real connections. So if you're out there, if you're lonely, if you're looking for somebody to talk to, we're here. And or if you want to stay in, and you just want to be a listener, no problem there, because people do that for 10 years and they just, sit and listen. But we're grateful for you listening too. So,
or if you just want to come and play VR mini golf with us.
It's awesome. I love our community game nights. Yeah. So thank you, Adam. Thank you, everybody who left a message. This is a special thing we have going here. I love gaming. I love all you guys and gals and just everybody. You're the best.
I make no secret that without you as a co-host, this podcast would have ended years ago. There was a junction point 100 episodes ago where I was like, do I just shut it down or do I try something else? And you were like the natural person to ask to go to see. And we've tried a lot of things. Like, we've had third chairs come in and they just haven't worked out. But the constant, and now the most longest serving co-host of Megadads Live, which is you, the show just wouldn't work without you and your horrible Jurassic World takes.
It's time for Dad Fest, powered by the Megadads Network. Every year we throw an all-day-long streaming celebration at youtube.com/Megadads, and this year we're using it to celebrate 200 episodes of Megadads Live and 1,000 subscribers to the channel. Dad Fest will stream live November 8th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you can join us live for community gaming with your favorite Megadads personalities, all your favorite Megadads community members, prize giveaways, special guests, and of course, our annual Rock Band 4 concert. All of this is going to lead up to the live community watch-along event, Megadads Live episode 200. We hope you'll join us for this amazing live community celebration right here at youtube.com/Megadads on November 8th. We will see you at Dad Fest.
So with that being said, it's time for Parent of the Month.
Yay!
And since it's October, since it's Scarathon, I thought, let's have a Halloween-themed Parent of the Month. And this one comes from Reddit, which I don't go to, but I know you are
I love Reddit.
You are a Reddit super fan. So I went to Reddit for this one. So here it goes. And this goes directly from the dad. And he says the following. My son has 17 kids in his class, so I decided to do something nice. Through my company, I get discounted movie tickets to give away to clients. So I put 17 envelopes in my son's backpack for his teachers to put in each kid's Halloween treat bag. There's no problem.
How can
with
this go wrong? This is fine.
This is fantastic, right? There's no problem. It's a private school. All the parents agreed to send treats for every kid in the class. So there's none of that like fall festival. We don't celebrate Halloween kind of stuff. It's totally fine. But the problem came in when I got there to pick them up and 3 moms were waiting for me. They wanted to know where their tickets were and if I had extra tickets for their other kids.
What does that mean?
This dad bought ticket packs. He says all the kids get to go to the movies. The voucher is good for a kid's movie admission, small soda, small popcorn, and candy. But these parents were pissed because now they have to buy tickets to bring their kids to the movie. So it's not enough that the kid gets to go for free. They're mad because they want to go for free too.
This siblings.
This dad did such an awesome thing. First of all, going to the movies is freaking expensive. So that's fantastic, right? Like you get a voucher to go for free, you get some free snacks. That's super expensive. And these asshole parents weren't grateful. They were mad because now they have to pay to bring their kid to the movie. What do you think about that?
There's a word that comes to mind called gall. Like the gall, Adam. Like, so it was like siblings. It's like, these are kids of mine. And now we all have to go to the movies. Thanks, Dad. Like this guy. And I have to pay for them. Like not taking it as, oh, great. Now I can take my family to the movies and it's a little cheaper.
Right.
It's like, now I have to take them. And now you're making me pay money. And they were literally asking for more free stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, where's more free ticket stuff?
Unbelievable. Like, even if you have that in your brain where you're like, oh, that's nice, but shit, now I got to buy a ticket. Like, you don't fucking say that. And you certainly don't confront the dude at the pickup at the school. Like, they mobbed up on this dude. I'm
like, I tend to be more violent, I think, than like the average person. Just a little bit. Because like in my mind, I'm like, I pop them in the mouth, like when you like hit somebody in the mouth, or if you've ever like popped your mouth and it makes that little like pop noise, I'd pop them in the mouth, like pop, pop, pop. You know what I mean? Like a little pop to like wake you up because you're asleep. You are not in the real world. You are having some type of dream where you're the main character. Like the selfishness is like off the charts. The gall.
The way you did that with the
pop.
That's kind of hot.
Yeah,
kind of hot.
I unlocked a kink for you, Adam. The little pop in the mouth with the pop. You should look it up on Reddit. I'm sure there's a
whole
a not safe for work community where they pop you in the mouth, pop you in the mouth, not safe for work.
Mouth popping.
It's that time again, everyone, to thank our members of Megadad's Boost for everything they do for this community. Megadad's Boost is our membership support program, which allows you to help us create more awesome Megadads content. If you like our podcasts, our reviews, our Megadads in Japan videos, our small talk videos, anything that we do here at Megadads, you can help us keep this thing moving long into the future by becoming a Megadads Boost member for as little as $1 a month. That's not all. Members of Megadads Boost get this podcast, Megadads Live, 5 days early and completely ad-free. Means you don't have to hear me do this pitch anymore. Now let's shine a light on those wonderful Megadads Boost members. Craig Campbell, Joseph, Eric Wood, Spokes, Emily Smith, Brent, John DiFrancesco, Estuardo Zenteno, Brendan Myers, The Snack Network, Dave Soto, Jesse Waldack, Andy Penzick, Luke Porter, David Snyder, the Bafo Yucks Dudes, Justin Masson, and the Nintendo Dads Podcast. But hey, maybe you don't have that extra money. Totally understandable. You can join Megadads Boost for free. Doesn't come with any of the perks, but it is a way for you to show your support for everything that we do here at Megadads. So let's shout those folks out, hanging out in our Megadads Boost free tier. We've got Victaris GX, Solara Clark, the Coconut Wizard, Avi Cohen, the One Track Gamers, John Layola, Michael Kwan, Sonny Megatron, Ema, Petey McD, Mike Salvino, Timothy Alf, and Brian Scott. Whether you're hanging out in the free tier, pledging $1, $5, $10, whatever you do, we thank you guys so much for supporting us through the Megadads Boost program. If you want to join, once again, all you got to do is go to patreon.com/Megadads. Now let's get back to that awesome show that you helped create.
Should we talk about a game?
Yes, let's talk about Game of the Year contender.
Okay, do it. I have no idea what game you brought here today.
Yes, I wanted
Because
it
this
to be
this very special episode where we celebrate how great you are as a co-host, you failed to fill out the show notes. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you. Just let you run this shit. This is all you now.
Mario Paint is an art creation video game developed by Nintendo Research and Development 1 and Intelligent Systems and published by Nintendo for the Super NES. Originally released in 1992, it's available now as part of the NES app on Nintendo Switch Online.
I have a full-on hard-on right now. I'm so excited. We're gonna talk about Mario Paint.
There's so much to unpack here. I was like, oh, this is my first thing I wanted to say was I understand now why you wanted me to play it. Because you wanted payback for me making fun of your Jurassic World whatever takes.
Yeah.
You wanted revenge because you wanted me to play the shittiest game I've ever fucking played in my entire life. It is horrible. Now, you know what's interesting about this?
That's how great
I didn't
it
know
is.
anything. I didn't know anything about Mario Paint. I don't remember seeing it,
No.
like footage or anything like that. So going in like completely clean, I'd never played it. I looked up later like what the pack-in originally, like what the mouse was, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's starting to click. And then I start to play it on the Switch 2 in mouse mode.
Yeah.
So a couple things here. I'm gonna be. It's not completely terrible. In fact, as I kept playing, thinking back of like when it was released, it's basically like a early Photoshop / Adobe Creative Suite because there's some animation in there. You're doing music, you're doing art. It was like a little like studio.
Yep.
And you know, it's got a little bit of everything. And embarrassingly, I couldn't get past the start screen. I didn't know how to start the game. I'm there. I'm thinking my mouse mode on Switch 2 is broken because I couldn't start the game. And I'm like, this isn't working. My buttons are messed up. So I'm Googling. I'm like trying to figure it out. You can click on like the little Mario Paint. It's just black. It doesn't even look like they're buttons. So you can like click them and the menu screen will like animate and do different things.
Filters
and then there's a
weird.
little Mario. And like I finally click on him and start the game. And I'm like, okay. And I just sit there because I'm expecting to be told what the fuck is happening. There's all these buttons and they're not labeled. They're just like, there's a dog. I kept hitting the dog. I'm like, is it barking? Like, let me turn up the volume. Like, what is happening? There's no tutorial. And on top of everything, just to get the last big con out of the way, is the mouse mode on Switch 2 is absolute dog shit.
Oh,
So
no.
I take the Joy-Con off. I'm immediately impressed. I'm like, oh yeah, these new Joy-Cons, they like have a good feel for them. They're like a little larger. Like, you know, I remember I should play more games in the like detached Joy-Con mode. I'm starting the game. I put it on the table. I played on my bed, on my thigh, and on a table, and then on a notebook because the table had slight like grain to it. So I'm like, okay, everything. I kept trying to improve the situation that the mouse was sitting on. I'm like, this feels shitty. Maybe it's, you know, you can't really play it on your thigh. Maybe you really do need a flat surface. Maybe you do need a completely flat mouse pad thing. Everything was shitty. It got not good. And I did eventually find the sensitivity in Mario Paint where you can make the mouse more sensitive, which helped a little bit. But I'm like, what is going on? So long story short is when you put your hand onto the Joy-Con, it is a claw thing. It is not shaped like a mouse
Not
where
comfortable at all, huh?
it's not comfortable at all. And the glaring thing is like the position of your hand sitting on it, but also the clickies, like the left and right click. You're utilizing the R, the bumper and the trigger, and it's just the most awkward like claw thing like ever. And it hurt immediately. It hurt, and I was like, okay. When I moved over to the table, in my mind, I'm thinking like, I'm playing. It hurts. It's like it's uncomfortable. I'm clicking the buttons and I'm struggling with every like click, and I'm thinking to myself, Nintendo has finally done it. They've created the peak, most useless, shitty gimmick ever. And I'm talking about the Virtual Boy just being announced. I'm talking about like all of this shit that they've done. This is it. This
Yeah.
is the peak, because they said mouse mode, advertised it. This is going to be a good thing for one reason or another. And it is absolutely unusable. Like, this is not a mouse. Like, it functions, like you could see the cursor moving,
Yeah.
but anything else that a mouse, like, you don't even think of what goes into a mouse. Because I'm like, how can this fail on multiple levels? The buttons, the movement, the handle, complete ass. I will if I can avoid it, I will never use the Joy-Con as a mouse again.
Not going to be doing any drag and drive, huh?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because Mario Paint itself was so obtuse for me, I didn't understand. There was no tutorial. When you played this game, did you have to figure it out, or was it a book that came with this thing? Like, there was like not a lot. There was no internet. Like, how do you get away with Nintendo giving somebody a creation suite, something probably revolutionary, really? Like, you don't even know this is possible, and you tell people to like figure it out. Like, what the hell? What happened?
So this game released, I believe, in like 1992 or something.
Yeah,
right?
92.
The thing about gaming back then that people today, like younger people, don't understand is we didn't used to be pussies. We we didn't we didn't need to have our hands held like fucking babies. Having to have mama pat our back and tell us we're special all the time. We just figured shit out. We had people hand us half-broken games with no instructions, and we realized that if we wanted to have fun, we had to earn it. You know, like fucking champs. And so that's what we did back in the 90s. It's not like today where you can put every fucking game on baby mode. It autosaves every 3 seconds and stops to tell you, hey, do you want to change the settings so that it's more easy for you to play? No, this is a man's game. I honestly don't remember. It was so long ago. I can't remember. But what I remember loving so much about Mario Paint was two things. I mean, there are like lots of different. Well, okay, I'm going to say three things. First of all, did you get to the Fly Swatter game?
Yeah, I found the mini games on accident. I think
love the
like
Fly Swatter
one.
game. That was great.
Is there only one mini game?
The other thing was the animation. I created.
Oh yeah, okay. Sure,
I created a series of animations when I was, like I said, I was like 12 when this game came out. And you can like loop the animation because they only give you like, I think like what, 6 frames?
Yeah, I think there might be 9 if you
like 9
it,
frames.
but it's definitely small. Yeah.
And so I can remember as a child making this series that was called Man vs. Frog. And I drew this little primitive stick figure who would jump on a frog and squat it. And then the frog would smoosh down and blood would come out. Because that's the kind of child I was.
You did all that in like 9 frames?
Mm-hmm. And then I realized I could really take advantage of that loop system. And so Man vs. Frog, he ended up hopping from frog to frog to frog. And the lineup of frogs never went away. So this looping animation was just this dude like hopping on a never-ending series of frogs and crushing them under his feet. So I remember that. Distinct memory from when I was 12. I was a very disturbed child. But the other thing, and probably the best thing in the whole game, is the music generator. The music system was my absolute shit. Composing songs, trying to make like the 007 theme, the James Bond theme with like all their weird ass, you can do it in like little Yoshi, like Yoshi sounds, but they're changing the pitch on Yoshi.
Yeah.
Or doing like the Mission Impossible theme to the tune of like babies crying, you tune the baby up and down. Da, 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 da. I loved that music generator so much. We went, I believe, 7 years ago to the National Video Game History Museum in Texas.
Oh.
And they had a
Whoa.
Mario Paint station there. And Elliot at the time was like 4 years old. And I sat down with my kid and we played Mario Paint together. And it was the first time that I'd seen this game in like 20 years. So when they announced it for Switch 2, I was so excited. I got a tip from Andy Penzick in the Discord that I can actually play this on Switch 1 if I just plug in my USB mouse. Haven't had an opportunity to do that yet, but I definitely will. I'm sorry you had a bad experience with the shitty mouse controls, but shitty mouse controls aside, did you have any fun with this? Did you do the coloring book? Did you have any fun?
So I did. There's a charm to figuring out what the buttons do. Had they been just completely labeled and you didn't have that sense of discovery of like what everything does, I think that's part of the charm. It's part of the fun that I had was figuring it out. And like I'm very box. Not only it's a creative like masterpiece in the sense of it gives you a limited tool set and it really taps people to be like, okay, you have limitations here, but what can you do with it? And I have seen people like there's the drawing and painting, which it's obviously it can be endlessly creative. You have stamps, you have spray paints and different pens and markers, things you can use. But yeah, like you said, the music composition mode was like really fun. And then I was trying to figure out like, what is it that people liked about this game? Like really, like, because I had heard once you started mentioning it, like you weren't the only one saying, oh, great, Mario Paint. And it was the music mode and being able to create your own things. And people have created like Through the Fire and the Flame and like What is Love and like Thriller and like all these like when you give people tools like that, just like with like Little Big Planet or with Dreams or with anything like that, people are just going to run with it. And there's going to be that niche community. So I understand now like why it's a triumph as a creative tool. And for the time,
right, that's it.
This
that's
was very if you think about it, for the time, that's very versatile. Like I said, like Adobe these days charges an arm and a leg for like audio, music, like visual creation tools, and they gave it to you all in one package. So I can see why it was charming and why it was adored.
I can only imagine what Nintendo could do with this format if they made a modern Mario Paint, like the same.
They could do it.
Right, just the exact same tool set, but with like modern tech. That would be outstanding. And so, like you said, it's all about it's the throwback. This was Super Nintendo.
Holy
you could
shit.
only do so much.
Mario Paint 2 on Switch 2, dude.
Do it, Nintendo. You
Mario
heard it.
Paint sold 2.3 million copies worldwide. It is ranked among the top 20 best-selling SNES games. So interesting. Who knows? Like if I plug in a real mouse, maybe I would have even more fun. I've recorded clips of me and what I've made, and that will be in the visual portion of the show, the YouTube version. Check it out so you can see my terrible attempt at Mario Paint and trying to use the Switch 2 Joy-Con. So yeah,
I can't say I'm surprised by the Switch 2 mouse thing, but I'm so happy that you finally played this game. There's nothing better than when you get the opportunity to share something that you loved as a kid. Like this, the medium of video games affords us that opportunity, right? Of like the fact that Nintendo offers this up is insane. Like this niche little paint game. I played this when I was 12 years old. I get the chance to recommend it to you. I'm in my 40s now, and my friends are playing Mario Paint. And like, that's just games are fucking great. They are.
They
Absolutely.
really do need to make a sequel to this. As soon as you mentioned it, I was like, why not? It would
Right.
sell. It would sell like hotcakes. With Mario Maker and like any creative tool you put in Nintendo people's hands, they find there's a hidden dormant community ready to spring up to elevate a game like that. I literally do not see a downside of why they would not do this.
Just
Like
print
it's
money.
like money. It's like a
Mhm.
gold bar in front of you. Nintendo, do it. Or basically any of these people, like, just do it. I mean,
Yeah.
you can plug a mouse in any of these systems. Why would you not make a money printing game today like this? A
Online
creation studio?
features, you can share your animation.
Oh my god, it would blow up. It would blow up and it would survive for 20 years. That's what would happen.
Yep. So they won't do it.
Amazing.
Megadads is for everyone who loves gaming and the community that surrounds it. We're all about fun, fully grown, and we want you to be a part of everything we've got going on here. So what do you get when you subscribe to youtube.com/Megadads? Weekly podcasts from your favorite Megadads personalities, reviews on the latest games, reaction and analysis on the latest industry news, Gameplay Thursday videos showing off what we do on the sticks, travel logs from our trips around the world, small talk segments where we try new things with our kids, live community events like our holiday specials, and so much more each and every single day. You don't want to miss a minute of the fun. New Megadads videos drop each and every weekday, whether it's our long-form content like Megadads Live, or maybe it's one of our short series like Off the Shelf, a look at retro gaming. Please subscribe to youtube.com/Megadads today and tell your friends to come too. We're building something great here at youtube.com/Megadads, so subscribe today and be a part of Fun Fully Grown. This is Megadads.
They'll never do it. That sound right there is the caboose coming down the track where we give you a recommendation of something outside the world of video games that we think you might enjoy. And given that it's October, it's fall festivals, right? I have a fall festival that's just like half a mile down from my house. You get your corn pit, you get your mini donuts, go out and pick out your pumpkins in the crisp autumn air. I love doing this kind of stuff with my kid. You know, go to the apple orchard, right? All that kind of stuff. It's a perfect opportunity, especially us Midwestern folks, where we get to take advantage of that change in the season. We have a very small window before it's going to get really butt fucking cold where I live, right? So like, let's get out. Let's get our last hurrah.
Yep.
Get some good food, listen to some good music, carve some pumpkins, go through maybe a corn maze. Fall festivals. Everybody should be doing this with their kids. That is my caboose this week.
Before I forget, you got to hold me to it. I had lost a bet, the Bears versus Vikings, for the like fall football season last season, and I shaved my face and I recorded it and I never posted it. So hold me to it. I have to post the proof of when I had done that last season. My caboose, my recommendation is something called Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie. So
oh my God.
Gabby's Dollhouse is a kid show. It's on Netflix, and I think it's on YouTube too. You know how that goes. But it's this girl who does crafts, and she has a dollhouse, and she uses her magic like ears that she puts on to shrink down into cartoon form and hang out with her cat friends in this little mini dollhouse, and they have like little adventures and stuff.
Yeah.
My favorite character is DJ Catnip. DJ Catnip. It's a DJ cat, and he always does like these real trippy like music things. Anyway, Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, is a feature film in theaters right now, and it's for kids. And my daughter, who's 5 now, has never been to the movie theater. She went yesterday and she saw the movie. I couldn't make it, but I got like up to date, like minute by minute live tweet like type video. And she enjoyed it. She doesn't like loud noises, you know, like like sporting events have been tricky for us because she needs to wear the earmuffs, like just sudden bursts of excitement and in like thousands of people screaming. So we figured that she wouldn't like the like huge music, like screen, like the too overwhelming of an experience for all of her ears, and she's very sensitive. So like anything she watches where there's like a villain in it, she gets scared. Like it doesn't matter how tame it is, it could be like a cartoon, but like if there's any conflict, she gets scared. So they brought a blanket and she was like huddled under it, like. And there is a villain. Kristen Wiig is in this movie.
I've seen the ads for this film.
She's in there, and apparently it's a banger. Apparently it's a very good movie. My wife went and she enjoyed it. She said the kids enjoyed it. So if you have a youngin who hasn't been to the movie theater yet, and they are like, you know, it's a big thing to go to your first movie.
Yeah.
Like she's like, the screen was like the whole thing, and I'm like, yes. So one day you will see IMAX movies, you know, with me and all that, but. For now, a good entry point is Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie.
It's funny because I've been talking about how my family and I were binging through Stranger Things and lead up to the final season, and they keep advertising this movie during Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, first of all, like, I don't know if this is the right demographic for Gabby's Dollhouse is the Stranger Things fandom. But the other thing is, like, somebody was fucking high as hell when they wrote this movie. I don't know anything about Gabby's Dollhouse, but I'm seeing this ad and I'm like, what the hell is this? So when you said Gabby's Dollhouse, I just about peed my pants because I'm so excited to hear you talk about it.
It's got a 79% tomato meter rating, 94% popcorn meter rating for the reviews. So it's a, you know how like some movies for kids are just like unwatchable, like dribble. They put effort in this. Again, Kristen Wiig is in it. There's a couple other people who make like cameos and stuff. Thomas Lennon is in it from like Reno 911. Jason Mantzoukas, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's like a familiar face. There's people in here, and it's it's a good movie apparently, and a good one for the little ones. So
good recommendation. Well, that's the end of this episode of Megadads Live. We want to recommend that you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Join us for everything we do here. We got reviews, we've got podcasts, we've got Japanese trip videos, all sorts of good stuff right here at youtube.com/Megadads. So we'd appreciate it if you checked out everything we do all week long. Join us again next week, right back here, same time, for another episode of Megadads Live.